I've heard people talk about loneliness, about feeling isolated even when they have friends. And sure, that's valid. You can feel lonely in a crowd. You can feel lonely surrounded by people you love. But that's not what I'm talking about. This isn't just how I feel. It's what my life is. I don't have friends, and I mean none. Zero. I know people, sure. Colleagues, acquaintances, people I chat with because it's easier than saying nothing. But not a single person who looks my way when it matters. No one who checks in. No one who reaches out just because they're thinking of me. There's nothing there. And you know what makes it worse? Listening to people who have friends, good, close friends, talk about being lonely. I get it. I really do. Feeling lonely sucks. But at least you have someone who remembers your birthday, someone who invites you out even when you don't feel like going, someone who cares if you don't show up. I don't. That's the difference. I don't have a someone. And it's not like I haven't tried. I've tried to meet people, to make connections, but it feels impossible. Every person I meet already has their circle, their people. I'm not asking for much, just one. One person who doesn't already have a dozen other people they're closer to. One person who might look at me the way people look at their best friends or their partners. I'd like that, but it feels like there's no one out there for me. No one who shares this kind of solitude. It's exhausting, knowing that if something happens, if I'm struggling, if I'm hurting, there's no one I can call, no one to vent to just sit with and not feel like I have to explain myself. I don't even know what that's like, to have someone who's just there, for me. I don't think I've ever had that. Not really. And the worst part, I know how pathetic it sounds. I know how people hear things like this and think, well, maybe you should try harder, or maybe you're just not putting yourself out there enough. As if the problem is me. As if it's all on me to fix this massive void. And maybe they're right. Maybe it is me. But even if it is, does that mean I deserve this? Does that mean I should just accept this hollow, aching existence and stop wishing for more? I don't fit in with most people. I never have. So when I'm around them, I try to adapt. I tone down parts of myself to try to match their energy, their humor, their interests. But it's not really me. It's just a reflection of them. And maybe that's the problem. Not that they notice outright, but somewhere subconsciously, it changes how they see me. When I try to blend in, I don't come across as interesting or unique. I come across as basic, like there's nothing really there. And it's not because I'm boring, not entirely. It's because pretending to be someone else strips away the parts of me that are real. It leaves behind something hollow, something that doesn't stand out. And I get it, I really do. Who would want to invest in someone who feels so generic? It's just painful knowing that in my effort to fit in, I end up making myself invisible. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. Maybe there's some secret community of people like me, people who feel this same kind of emptiness. But if they're out there, where are they? Where are the people who don't already have their lives full? Who don't look at me like I'm just another passing face? Why does it feel like I'm the only one wandering around with this weight? I'm not asking for much. I don't need a group or a crowd or even a best friend. I just need one. One person who doesn't let go, who doesn't drift away, who makes me feel like I matter, like I'm seen. Because right now, it feels like I could disappear and no one would notice. Or worse, they'd notice, and it wouldn't change a thing. I hate this. I hate feeling like I'm stuck in this endless loop of emptiness. I hate feeling like I'll never find someone who sees me the way I need to be seen. I hate the hope that still lingers, even though I know better by now. And maybe that's the cruelest part, knowing it might never change, but still hoping it will. Because even if I'm barely surviving, I'm not ready to give up trying.